Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And he'll give it here to his running back. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 56 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation. To try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected pass.
Oh, now Lindsey launched the football. And the Falcons grab it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try to generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this will be taken at the 13. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsay, 89 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter. And oh, it's blocked. The Falcons have it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The tackle made by Todd Davis. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Recon, 152, ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
61, match box, lights.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. Fights off another.
I think the second tackle would have learned from the first.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That good for 19 and a first down.
Ready. 10 over.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Falcons push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried, they just didn't get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw it is locked. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third and long, it's locked. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in. Complete. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did, yeah. Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try to draw Lindsey, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Clock now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Here we go now with Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get two more. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Watch the slant. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go. Throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A first down carry for Smith.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 6 yards away, as